You're right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Andy here from Peninsula Painting Projects. So I've just been to my first ever Magic the Gathering open house event. So like I've said before, I've not played Magic the Gathering in about 17 years. I've just worked out then 2004 was the last time I played it, and obviously you can't use those cards anymore, unfortunately, but oh well. So there's an event on, I think it's to celebrate the new release of the new decks that are coming out for Magic the Gathering. So something that I thought was really good of the guys who put the event on. Now normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I wouldn't, you know, give advertisements for these shops, for these places. But to be honest with you, the owner and all the lads who attended the event, they were really nice. They welcomed me with open arms. They made me feel at home, which is amazing. It's great of them, isn't it? You know, I felt welcomed, so I'm really happy about that. So I went to Just Play Games in Liverpool, across the water from me, and what they were doing was they were offering, I think they're called, you know, I'm not too sure what they're called, but they were giving out like little decks, 60 card decks, and I think these are basic ones, but I was given the black one, the black deck, which was quite powerful, to be honest, considering it's just your average run-of-the-mill deck. So I was pretty happy with that. I played on another lad who's never played before, but because I'm super competitive and I'm a bit nasty like that, I don't do it on purpose, obviously, but I won the first game. He forfeited, which is a bit of a shame, really, because we were having fun. I was enjoying myself, and you know, I didn't think I was batching him that much, you know what I mean? So he forfeited the first game, and then the second one I just destroyed him, unfortunately, but it was good fun. Then we did something which I've even never done before. It's called draft game. So what you do is, well, normally apparently you'd buy free booster packs, and then you'd open them up and you take one out and then pass the deck along to the person to you on the left, and then they'd take one out, and then you just do a circle until all the cards have gone, and you basically got to choose which, like, you know, which is powerful, or you know, whatever other colours match your deck that you're trying to collect, and then after that they give you the you know, the mana cards and stuff like that. So I've never done that before. I got a little bit of help from the lads who were playing, but I chose some really powerful cards, which I want to show you when I get home. I'll show you them, like, and then I'll show you the cards, because look, I've got my 60 card deck there, and I think, is this a 25 card deck, and this one, that was for the draft, and that was just for the regular play. So I want to show you both of them, because some of the cards are flipping amazing and pretty decent. And obviously I was given the black deck, and on the draft I chose pretty much all black. So thanks to the lads down there at the shop, Just Playing Liverpool. The Magic the Gathering event that they do, I asked the guy who runs it, and bloody hell, there's loads. I'm not going to be able to fit them all in, like, in my lifestyle. I work too much, university, kids, the missus, all that malark. But I want to try and start playing, because it was good fun. I enjoyed it. It wasn't really competitive play, fortunately enough for me, because I think if it was, I would have got destroyed. But I like the idea of that draft thing. You know, you buy a couple of booster packs and you play around, and then you play with whatever deck you've produced from you know, the circle. So I had a fantastic time. So should be some more unboxing coming to the channel, and I think I'm going to try and pre-order the new release. I think that's due out either next week or the week after. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if you've been starting up with Magic the Gathering. Let me know how long you've been collecting for, how long you've been playing for, and I'll see you soon. Nice one, guys. Hey guys, you came back to check out my cards. Nice one, thanks for that. So this one here on the right is the deck that I was given to play with for the event, and this is the one from the drafts deck that we created. So we're going to remove this for now and check this one out. So let me just pick this up. So I've sort of organised these in. So let's get rid of all the swamps. You know what swamps look like, don't you guys? So we get rid of them to one side. So look at this beauty. Nightmare. It's a creature. It's a nightmare horse. It's flying. So this creature can't be blocked except by creatures who can fly or reach. So that there's fantastic. Nightmare's power and toughness are each equal to the number of swamps you control. So when we were playing earlier, I think I had 6 swamps in play. So my power and my toughness were both 6. Bloody hell, that's fantastic. And also, you need 5 and 1 swamp to play him. So say if you're playing vanilla black deck, you can have a minimum of 6 anyway before you can play him. So I think that's a fantastic card. I made up I got that. What else we got? Sengir Vampire. He's a creature, he's a vampire. He's flying also. So once again, that's decent. You know, what I've recently learned from today is that, you know, having the flying creatures, you're pretty much undefeatable to an extent, aren't you? So whenever a creature dealt damage by Sengir Vampire, this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on him. So every time he deals damage to the opposition, he gets +1 to both of them. That's very good as well. Cursed Minotaur. He's a menace. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. You know, that's good. Decent attack, okay defense. Doesn't really cost much either. Gravedigger. He's a creature, is a zombie. When Gravedigger enters the... Now this, right. This came in handy when I was playing. When the Gravedigger enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That came in handy a couple of times when I was playing. 2/2. And he's fairly reasonable price, isn't he? Tattered Mummy. So he's a zombie jackal. When Tattered Mummy dies, each opponent loses 2 life. So, you know, he's really cheap cost. He's okay, but that's what's the important thing there. The opponent loses 2 life. Bloodhunter Bat. So these came in handy as well in the game as well. I'm sorry to keep on repeating this, guys, but I was really amazed with this deck, and considering it's just it's like a basic deck, it's really good in my opinion. So this has fly, so it can't be blocked unless the opposing creature has fly. And when the Bloodhunter Bat enters the battlefield, the target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That is great. That's another good one. That's what I wanted to tell you. I didn't realise you start off with 20 life, don't you? And I didn't realise when I played this, I think I played it on the 2nd or 3rd turn, I didn't realise that your life it can go up to like unlimited. So on that turn I should have got 22 life, but I didn't realise that. I won it anyway, but it's good to know for next time. Another Bloodhunter Bat, that's good. Alley Stranger, creature. Menace, this creature can't be blocked except for 2 or more creatures. You know, he's fairly cheap as well, isn't he? Got decent damage and defense. Another Tattered Mummy. Dune Beetle, I didn't have a chance to use this. So that's cheap as well. Any card and a swamp. So this is what you want to use for your defensive. The Untamed Hunger. I used this a couple of times and this was very good. Enchanted creature gets +2 damage, +2 defense, +2 damage, +1 defense, and has menace. And it can't be blocked. So that's very good. Same again. Essence Extraction. Essence Extraction deals 3 damage to target creature. And you gain 3 life. So if I'm right in thinking, I have to sacrifice one of my cards in play, one of my creatures in play, to be able to benefit from this. But that's only 3 mana, isn't it? Pretty cool. There's another one. Certain Death. Destroy target creature it controls. Its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Now I use this, I can't remember what the guy was using. I think he was using some sort of mythical horse, and I think it was a 6/6. And I used this on him, destroyed that. He lost another 2 life and I gained 2 life. Came in handy, so got 2 of them. And Raise Dead. Now this is cool. 1 mana it costs. 1 mana. You return the target creature from your graveyard to your hand. So that was that starter deck that I got. Now I was pretty impressed with that. Made up with it. Won 2 games of that. So I think I'm just gonna expand on this one, to be honest, because I'm happy with most of the stuff in there. Play some friendly games with that. So next one is the draft. So like I explained earlier, you basically buy an expansion pack, you grab the best card that you think's in your pack, you pass your pack on to the person to the left of you, and then you receive a pack from the person on the right to you, and you just go around in a circle until you've got basically 25 cards. Now I've got some mana cards mixed in here, so we'll have to get with them. So this one, man, come on. Crested Sunmare. It's a horse and it's a creature, but dig this, listen to this. Other horses you control have indestructible. And as you can imagine, indestructible means they are indestructible. So you've got a powerhouse card right there. I'm buzzing over that. At the beginning of each step, if you gained a life this turn, create a 5/5 white horse creature token. That's another good one. So if I combine this with, where's that card? Right, so if I combine this with this, the Bloodhunter Bat, if you gain life this turn, so say for example, say this is in play already. This is in play, and I play this one. I put that down. It's got the sickness. I'm gaining 2 life because he's coming to play, and I gain another white horse. That's just fantastic. Anyway, this is another one. Proven Combatant. He was really cheap, 1/1. Decent little stats there. Life goes on instant. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead. Now, I'll be honest, as you probably know, I'm a little bit of a nutter. I love collecting stuff, and I'm probably going to collect, I shouldn't say this, I'm just going to shoot myself in the foot here. I'm probably going to collect all the different, decks, because I think this is quite cool. Torment of Hellfire. Now I wasn't quite sure what he meant by this. Repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discard a card. So, can't remember. I don't know whether it means if you've got X amount of non-swamp cards, he receives your. If you've got X amount of non-swamp cards, he receives 3 loss of life. I think that's what that means. But anyway, it's a decent card. It's really good. I need to look into it. Avon Restalker. This has got Flash and Fly. It's a decent card. Headwater Sentries. No, I think I got this in my other deck, didn't I? That's alright. Now, this is why I chose this one. Because I was thinking, I like the vampires. So, when Bishop of the Bloodstain enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life for every vampire you control. Now, didn't I get a vampire in the last one? In the other deck? No, I didn't. I'm sure I did. Oh yeah, yeah. Here he is. Let's pick him up. No nails over here. So if he's in play already, the opponent loses 1 life. Fantastic. Once again. Tormentor Venom. It's an instant. Put 3 -1/1 counters on the target creature it controls. Put 3 -1/1 counters on target creature. Its controller loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices another non-land permanent or discards a card. That's a decent card as well, isn't it? Scrounger of Souls, lifelink. So damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. So if I will cause 3 damage, so I get 3 life in return. Imaginary threats, instant. Creature targets opponent's controlled attack. Creatures target opponent's controls attack this turn if able. Drawing that player's next untap step, creature he or she controls don't untap. Well, that's really good. Didn't even know I had that one. Lethal Sting, sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Lethal Sting, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. It destroys the target creature. That's good. You know, it's got good reward, high reward, but also high. It's got a good high reward, but it's also got a high gamble as well, isn't it? Is that pronounced? I don't know. Moaning Walls, Defender, cycling 2 cards and discard 2 cards, draw a card. It's not too bad, is it? Got 5 defense. Sailor of Means is a creature, human pirate. When a Sailor of Means enters the battlefield, create a colourless treasure artifact token. It's our good old artifact tokens. 1 damage, 4 defense. And here's our manas here, swamps, plains, all that. That's not too bad, is it, guys? Thanks for watching. If you think these cards are good, let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know if you're playing Magic the Gathering at the moment. If you are, let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you soon. Try, guys.